icons, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. You don't know how we do it already. Today's video I'm gonna share with you guys my unpopular opinions on just random stuff that I've been peeping, especially on my timeline. So let's get into it. The last unpopular opinion that I did, it blew the fuck up. Like, I was not expecting that. It was like a lot of views, like more than what I normally get over a short time span. So I'm just like, damn, y'all care about my opinions? Okay, let's go because I have a lot of unpopular opinions about a lot of things. Like, some of them are go rub some shoulder for real, like some of them are go really irk some people, and fair enough, that's fine. No judgment here. Like, the comment section is your playground. Have fun with it. That's where you express yourself, and I really want you to express yourself, so go ahead. If you want clash back, go ahead. If you disagree, go ahead. I am literally leaving it open, so let's share. Alright, so the first unpopular opinion: African net rag is the same as a loofah. The loofah is just rolled up. Now, there has been this surge of, like, I guess, judgment going around, especially on TikTok. I realize where people are like judging people and bashing people who use loofah, saying that, oh, they're not clean, they're dirty, simply because, well, it probably hold a lot of bacteria or whatever the case is. Now, let me just make some straight. A lot of things hold bacteria. Pillowcase where you sleep on for months hold tons of bacteria, and you know wash it. The towel where you replace in your bathroom a whole ton of bacteria, and you clean it. Your curtains what up on your wall whole ton of bacteria, and you change it. Yeah, wait till spring cleaning. It's just crazy how people just decide to judge people based on how or what they prefer to use, especially on their body. It's a loofah. It's the same thing as them African nets something, but and even when they're not ready to use the African nets, una roll up it like a loofah. So, like, make it make sense. It's the same thing. One is just balled up and tied together. The other one is long, and I'm pretty sure it holds the same amount of bacteria, honey. You know what determines someone who is clean from someone who is not clean? Replacing those items constantly, often, so that, like, yes, it's going to be built up of bacteria over time. It might get moldy, all that, but it never have to reach to that point if you were constantly changing it and throwing out the old ones. You make sure you toss out the old one and get a new one. So none is better than the other. Like, I don't see why people are criticizing people and saying, oh, you must don't care, especially when it comes on to soaps, like Caress soaps. Like, they'll be like, oh, you must not be clean for real if you're using Caress soap, or like if you're using Zest soap. And no judgment to people who use that, because I don't use that personally, because it's just not my preference. I don't like that personally, but some people actually like that. And who are you to tell them that they're not clean? Or who are you to tell them? Some people out there not even take a bath. Some people out there not even take a shower, much less use soap. So if they decide to use Zest or Irish Spring or bar soap in general, like, who cares? I just don't see why people have to be judging people based on their, like, hygiene practices, because at the end of the day, it's not your body, and you're not the one living in it. Like, just let it go. Let it go. And I'm not gonna stop using loofah because Yahoo says it's dirty. I'm not stop using that. I'm gonna replace it every time, and I don't mind. I bet y'all won't replace their African nets. I bet them shit's hanging in there for years, hanging in that shower for years, which is sad. Place that African net scrub. Tree Hut scrubs. Stop. Why is there a bash on that? Them shits are good, and I must still use them. They're hard because that's the exfoliating nature of it. If it's not hard, then what is it doing? If it's not scrubbing away the dead skin cells that are on your body, then what are you doing? You're wasting your time and you're playing. And that's just my opinion. If you feel to use anything different than that, fine, but don't judge people who use it, because that's what they like to use. Every time I go on like TikTok, I'm gonna go on Instagram or somewhere, and they be like, oh, if you use it, stop. Alright, so this is a very serious topic. I probably should start with this one, but I never want to start off too crazy. But nowadays people have no respect for God. Like, zero respect. They don't care about God. And this goes for like any religion, like your any belief. Like, people just don't have any morals anymore. They don't have any guidance, and they don't respect guidance. Like this whole thing with Lil Nas X, for example, and him using Christianity and using God. I guess I don't even know a roll up for his music. I don't know what it is, but it's just not authentic, and it's definitely not genuine. It's a mockery, and it's so sad to see the world come to this, because it's like, aren't you scared? Like, alright, fine, maybe you're not believing in God, but like, come on, like, aren't you like a little bit scared that you may be like,
okay, make sure it's on low.
come on. Even if you don't believe in someone's religion, you can still have respect for it. Like, I don't believe in Allah. I don't believe in certain gods or certain deities. I believe in the one true God. I just had to put that in there. But I still have respect for their culture. Like, I'm not gonna go to someone's house and see their altar with their whatever on it and throw it on the ground, or you know, like, you just have respect for it. That's what you practice. Okay, cool, go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna bash you for that. I'm not, because at the end of the day, that's not how Jesus wants us to reach out to people and change lives. Like, that's not constructive.
One thing that really gets me about non-religious people is their disrespect for Jesus and God. Like, just because you don't believe in Jesus doesn't mean that gives you a right to disrespect people. It kills me because people be demanding their respect when it comes to their religions and their beliefs, but then just openly disrespect God for any small inconvenience. It could be for anything. And I just don't respect that, because it's like, y'all only do that with Jesus for real. Like, yeah, other religions get bashed and stuff like that, but it's always with Jesus that people mock him, make fun of him, slander his name, make fun of evil, you know, pretend like Jesus didn't exist. They do all these things, and it's so disrespectful.
It's so like terrifying to me to see like how people are just so blatantly disrespecting God. No care in the world. Like, he was partaking in the Holy Communion like it was nothing, yo. And then he came online with this weak ass apology. It wasn't even, he said it wasn't an apology, but he came online explaining things, saying, oh, he didn't know it was gonna be that serious. What? We'll
say though, with the communion video, I did not mean it to as like a cannibalism thing or whatever the freak, but I do apologize for that. I will say I am sorry for that. That was overboard. I know, like, you know, I messed up like really bad this time, and I can act unbothered all I want, but it's definitely like taking a mental toll on me.
Why I never tried that with the Jews them? Why I never tried that with the the Buddhists, the Muslims? Why I never tried that with that? But okay, you come for Christianity. Why? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, just have respect. That's, y'all making God really angry in this generation. It's so sad. Like, certain things I'm gonna see, yo, I'm gonna just be like, yo, God soon come, dog, because this is too crazy. Like, this is just way too crazy. Like, this is happening. Like, you're literally talking like this. Like, aren't you scared? Like, aren't you terrified? I'm terrified for you, because your soul is damned. Okay, moving on. I just wanted to like put that out there. Like, people need to just start having respect. Like, okay, even if you don't believe in it, like, I'm just talking to like non-believers here. I'm not talking to believers, because believers have a different level of, you know, how they would treat the situation. I'm talking about non-believers in Christ. I'm saying, like, even if, since you don't believe in it, it doesn't mean you have to disrespect it. It doesn't mean you have to bring the religion down. It doesn't mean, because listen, we see God as like the all-knowing, the all, he's very powerful. Like, you can't just be saying stuff It's just, I don't know. But hey, to each his own. Okay, people who, okay, this is another one, right? And recently I started getting into this because I found that I love my sleep. So I be putting my phone on do not disturb, right? And before I wasn't doing that because I always said to myself, like, what if somebody really need me and they're trying to call me, and you know, I don't even answer my phone when it's not on do not disturb. So it's like, I just be like, nah, nobody really needs me anyway. Nobody depends on me for anything. I don't have any dependents. So I'm like, I must start doing this. So I started recently to put my phone on do not disturb, and it was so amazing. Like, best sleep of my life. No phone calls. I don't hear any phone calls. I don't hear any messages. Boom, boom, boom. And I sleep soundly, and it's so good. Right? But for the people who have their Instagrams on do not disturb, like, why? Or like silently notify, like, why? Especially if you're not a celebrity, or you're not well known, where people are like constantly in the DMs, constantly blowing up your phone 24/7. You're gonna get messages, you're gonna get message requests, you're gonna get notifications. Why is your Instagram on do not disturb, yo? What? Like, I just feel like people who put their Instagram on do not disturb, they just have this godlike complex, like, where, listen, I'm too good for this app, I'm too good for everybody on this app, do not contact me, do not text me, do not message me, and then they take years to reply. Yeah, stop it. Like, why do you have that? Don't put your Instagram on, like, what's the reason? Because you are not getting 100 messages a day. You're not getting 50 messages a day. You're not getting calls on Instagram. No one's blowing up your phone. You don't have managers. You don't have brands to reach. Like, come on. Let's be real. I understand having your phone on do not disturb, like your actual phone, like regular messages on there. Like, I get that, because overall. But Instagram, I don't expect that from anybody who I know, to be honest, because that's just lame. Alright, okay, so the next unpopular opinion is the no contact trend. It's a good trend. Like, people, I don't know, people, it's been blowing up for real. Like, it's been blowing up real good. But I feel like people only participate in it to show that, hey, I can't go this far without talking to him, and not because they genuinely want to heal from a situation and distance themselves from that person. Like, I think they just see it as something like, okay, I'm in no contact, just to say, you know, they do it just to do it, and it's not like because they genuinely want to. Like, they don't see that this person is genuinely not good for me and I want to distance myself. They do it because they want to probably be petty, or like make the person feel bad, or like, and it's only for a few days too, because bitch, you're going right back to that nigga. You're going right back in that nigga's arms. You're going right back in those messages. You're gonna unblock him. Like, what's the point? Like, if you're gonna really do no contact, do no contact. And I feel like it's a good trend, but people need to really mean it for you. Like, people, like, everybody be like standing on business all 2024, but y'all, all y'all really standing on business. Like, I saw this video on TikTok, right? The girl was literally crying, bawling her eyes out, saying, oh, I miss my man, I miss that nigga. And it's like, girl, okay, if you miss him, go to him. Or if you miss him that much, like, just take it. Basically, I'm trying to say, take your L's in private. Like, don't come on the internet telling me you miss that nigga, because that nigga's gonna fuck you over anyways. So if you're gonna go back to him, just go back to him in private. And if you're gonna really stand on business, yo. Like, do not contact these men. I'll find it. But yeah, it was basically saying, you gonna send that text and that man gonna look at that message, then he gonna screenshot it, then he gonna send it to the group chat, and they gonna laugh at your ass. And that's dead ass what they be doing. So, like, if you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna break no contact, do that in peace and take your L in silence. Like, do not be advertising that, because that's so embarrassing. Oh my god. That is so embarrassing. Like, I'm so embarrassed for y'all. Like, stop. If you're gonna stand on business all 2024, do so. But if you're gonna flake, don't come online talking about, oh, I'm doing no contact, and then 2 days later you contact the man. My last unpopular opinion is, drum roll please, the most controversial one of all. Like, this is probably gonna sound so fucked up. To stay away from baby daddies. Like, stay away from men who have children. Stay away, because they literally are tied to another woman for life, whether they like it or not. They're tied to that woman for life. Like, fuck till the kid is 18. That's for life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if shit goes wrong, if shit goes down, they should be together. They should end up with each other type shit. You know, like, I don't think I have to settle for men who already have kids, because that's just a lot of baggage. And it's not because I don't want to be a stepmom. Oh, that's a reason to. Ain't nobody, I don't want to do that. Ain't nobody want to be like, no. I can't see myself doing that. There's so much emotion there between the two that I feel like there's always gonna be that invisible thread that keeps them together. And maybe that's an insecurity. Some people might say, okay, you're just being insecure, blah blah blah. Okay, fine, whatever. Look at what Wiz Khalifa, I think, yeah.
I'm super duper open about the boundaries that me and Amber have. I think it's probably difficult for anybody that she deals with too, because we're so vocal about the love that we have for each other. And I'm a powerful person in what I do, and she's powerful in what she does. So it's like a little bit of intimidation there. They're gonna be like, oh, you'll always go back to him, or he can call you right now and you'll just go running. And that might or might not be the case, but if she's focused on you at the time, that's not the conversations that y'all need to be having. Same thing for me, where it's like, I'm not gonna mistreat her to make any woman feel better. So if you expect me to, badmouth her, or keep a conversation short with her, or not, laugh when I'm on the phone with her, just simple
yeah,
it's like we gonna have a problem, because I'm gonna be good to her, and that's just something that, not that you're just gonna have to accept, but you're gonna have to really enjoy that. You're gonna have to want that for me, you know what I mean? That's gonna have to make you happy too. And it might be hard, it might be difficult. I understand that you feel like this, and you could think these things, but it's up to me to put that confidence back there.
Yeah, look at what Wiz Khalifa said about Amber Rose. Like, he was like to his new girlfriend, right? He was like, listen, I'm not gonna treat her badly because blah blah blah, you're uncomfortable, which is fair enough. But niggas don't just be treating girls nicely.
One of the single best ways to find out if a man is actually a good person is to see how he treats women that he finds unattractive. There is no one kinder in this world than a man that finds you beautiful and wants to sleep with you. I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but men who don't find you attractive often don't see you as a person. How do I know this, you may ask? Because you may be saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful and so funny and so amazing. I love your TikToks. And I'm going, thank you. But actually, in reality, I used to be 23 kilos heavier, and I've had loads of plastic surgery and cosmetic shit done. I talk a lot about that. And men used to be really, really mean to me. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've been completely ignored. I've been laughed at. These are sometimes even boyfriends or situationships of my girlfriends that have just completely ignored me and wanted nothing to do with me because they didn't find me attractive. Fast forward to now, everyone's really nice to me. All the men are really nice to me. How strange, how weird. I've been on dates with guys before where they have been so kind, so nice to me, so loving. And then the waitress will come over. She may be a little older, she may be a little bit overweight, and they turn into a complete and utter asshole. There was one time where I actually went on holiday with this guy, and on the way back we went for dinner, and he started talking, he was a bit older than me, he started talking about women his own age and how they were disgusting, how they were old, how he wanted nothing to do with them, and how he loved me because I was young and blah, blah, blah. I never saw that man again. Never saw him again. Instantly, when they start talking about a woman that they find unattractive, if they start belittling her, they do not respect women, they do not see that women as people, and they're someone you shouldn't fuck with. Now, my boyfriend, on the other hand, he is kind to everyone. He's obviously the kindest to me, because why wouldn't he be? Because I'm so funny and hot and amazing. But he's kind to a Victoria's Secret model, and he's equally as kind to a little old babushka making pelmeni. This is what you have to look out for. If a man is rude to women that he does not find attractive, you're going to get old, girly. Unfortunately, we're all going to age. You can use all the creams, you can do all the injections, everything you want in the world, but you're going to get old. And that man, if that man starts disrespecting you and being rude to you because you've aged or he doesn't find you as attractive anymore, that's going to happen to you. The woman that he's talking about, being like, oh, she's old, she's ugly, that's going to be you one day, honey. I'm really sorry to tell you. You can take care of yourself as much as you want, but that's going to be you. You need to find a man that actually respects you and loves you for you, as well as your beauty.
I am telling you, I don't see it. I do not see it. Like, unless you're like one of the bros, dog. And even then, they probably still want to fuck. But unless you're one of the bros, or unless you're like a cousin, sister, aunt, mother, they do not be treating women nicely. So, or unless you're pretty too. So, and that's because they're gonna fuck. So the fact, like, I just go always have it in the back of my head, like, y'all are banging, like, y'all are doing stuff still to this day. And even if it's not manifested, it's thought about, it's probably entertained a little bit, it's just always gonna be something there. I'd say they say the rule is like 5 and below, or like 4 and below. Like, if it's a young child, like, there's still history there. Like, so I was just like, and genuinely, like, some people, they really don't, you know, get along with their well, they're the parent of their kid, like, you know, of his parent. But like, I'm saying, even if you don't get along, like, even if there's animosity there for real, or there's discord, you're still tied to that person. So personally, for me, I just rather not have to deal with that. Like, I would not want to deal with that at all. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you would, or if you are dating someone with a child or children or multiple children. I just, because in the back of my head too, I feel like I'm gonna be the next. Like, I'm like, you don't take shit seriously for real. Like, why would you carelessly, and I know this sounds like I'm judging, I'm personally not, but the truth is the truth. You carelessly had a baby with this person who you did not foresee a future with, and maybe you foresee the future with them, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. I don't see why, because it's like, love is a choice, y'all. Like, love, when you go into love, it's a choice. You choose this person every day. It's not something where it's easy and every day is supposed to be sweet and smooth sailing and every day is supposed to be great. So it just shows me that you don't have commitment. Like, you have commitment issues. You don't know how to stick around, especially if a child is involved, and that's the scariest shit ever. Like, that scares me. I'm petrified. Because not because I'm the new girlfriend or I'm the next girlfriend means that you're gonna treat me better than your baby mother. No, I can be in the same predicament. That's why these niggas end up with 5, 10 different baby mamas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because they don't know how to commit. And if you see qualities in a woman that you know you do not want to spend your life with this woman, do not get her pregnant. And let's say you got her pregnant, she keeps the baby, you have the baby with her, and she changes and she's no longer what you want, you're not attracted to her, whatever the case is. Like, why not be a man and stick with it? Because you know why? You know why I said that? Because that was your decision to have a child with her. I will understand. That's why people can easily separate when a child is not involved. But when a child is in the equation, it's so much harder because you and that person decided together to have that child. And even if you were opposed to the idea, and she was the only one who wanted to have it, guess what? You were the one who had unprotected sex. You were the one who in her. So it's just like, come on. Yeah, like men, we have to stop. And I'm telling you, if literally if every woman decided, hey, I'm not going to be with a baby daddy, these niggas will be scrambling back to the baby mother. Scrambling. We'd have hope. We'd have homes. We'd have healthy homes for children again. Like, they need to pass a bill where men cannot have more than one baby mother and they have to stick with that woman. Like, okay, you nutted in her and she decided to keep the baby and y'all have a baby. You are stuck with that woman because spiritually you really are stuck with that person. So why not equate that spiritual fact to the physical? Like, equate that shit, because that's what it really is. Like, you are stuck with that person forever. Like, you cannot, there's no separation. Y'all are family. Yes. And it's sad as it is, it's the truth. Like, it's just like, people, it just, for me personally, it just shows that you don't have good judgment. Because if you're not with that woman, why did you interact with her any at all? Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot, to be honest. And again, it's life and things happen. People make mistakes. People do things sometimes but they don't really mean to do. So this is not coming from a judgmental place, because again, we are all humans, and whatever somebody go through, it can definitely happen to me, but I'm just praying that it doesn't. And I'm just saying that this is just how I look at it, for real. Like, this is my perspective on it, and I just can't see myself doing that in this stage of development. But that was such a long rant. I feel like I was gonna cover that short, like be short and sweet with that, but yo, I spent a whole freaking, like, I feel like a whole 30 minutes talking about that. Like, that, it really makes me sad, because kids are growing up in broken homes, broken household, because a man couldn't decide. It's really down to that. A man couldn't just decide and say, okay, listen, I did this with you, we have a kid now, we're gonna work this out. Because yeah, we're gonna work. So like, it also comes from like a value of self too. Like, don't you value where your sperm goes? No, like, you don't value, okay, you don't see yourself with this woman, but you're still doing that. Like, you don't value where your seed is planted type vibe. Like, I just feel like it just boils down to a lot for me. And I feel personally like, if you are willing to do that with multiple women or even one woman, it's a red flag for me. If you're willing to do that with her and move on to somebody else, I feel like you have the potential to do that same thing to me, and I just don't want to set myself up for that. So I will not be dating men with kids. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, guys, those are all my unpopular opinions. I feel like I can do this weekly, but I won't, because then I'll literally drag out some stuff. But yeah, like, if I see like what do you call it, popular topics, or like stuff that are really trending or going around, I'll just give my 2 cents on it. Or like, if I disagree with, you know, people's view on it, I'll definitely chime in, because I'm not really a talker, but when I do get to talking, I talk. So I chop it up for real. Thank you y'all for watching again. Make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to comment. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself, or like, y'all be watching but y'all not commenting, and that kind of hurt my soul. On my soul. Like, that hurt me for real. So comment down below any like opinions that you have. If you have anything contradicting to what I've been saying or rambling this whole time, let me know as well. Oh, also make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I upload. Alright guys, Alright guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.